In the golden savannas of southern Kenya and northern Tanzania, where acacia trees dot the wide horizon and cattle bells echo through the plains, live the Maasai people, one of Africa's most iconic pastoral communities. Amidst the rust-red soil and thorny bushes stands something modest, yet powerful. The Manyatta, a traditional Maasai homestead that is more than just a shelter. It is a structure built by rhythm, respect, and the unspoken knowledge passed from grandmother to granddaughter for generations. This is the story of how a Manyatta comes into being. Earth and intention. The building of a Maasai Manyatta begins not with bricks or blueprints, but with agreement and rhythm. First, the elders gather to decide on the location. It must be safe from flooding, close enough to water and pasture, and protected from wildlife. The chosen site is gently cleared not by bulldozers, but by careful hands, preserving useful plants and stones. Then, the most important part of the construction begins the women's work. Among the Maasai, women are the keepers of domestic architecture. A group of women from the same clan, mothers, aunts, and young girls in training, come together to begin building the Manyatta for a newlywed woman or a family preparing to expand. Bones of the house. The skeleton of the Manyatta is made from local tree branches, usually acacia wood, which is both sturdy and flexible. The women drive the wooden posts into the ground, forming a circular or oval perimeter. These become the ribs of the home. Horizontal sticks are woven between them like a basket, creating a wooden lattice that gives the house its form. This method is called wattle and daub, and it's been used by many African communities for centuries. The design is lightweight, breathable, and blends into the natural environment. As they work, the women sing. Not in competition with the birds, but in harmony with them. The songs often carry instructions, praise for good technique, and encouragement for younger builders learning the rhythm of construction. Mud, manure, and magic. Once the wooden skeleton is complete, it is time for the plaster, a mixture of mud, cow dung, and water, all mixed by hand. To an outsider, this might sound odd, but to the Maasai, this is living material. Cow dung is antimicrobial and acts as a natural insect repellent. The clay mud insulates the house against both heat and cold. The mixture is slathered onto the wooden frame, both inside and out, in smooth layers. Children often help, giggling as the cool mud squishes between their fingers. When the walls dry, they become firm and waterproof, ideal for the shifting weather of the plains. Inside, the home is dim and cool, with rounded walls and alcoves, used for storing gourds, sleeping mats, and ceremonial items. The air smells of smoke and earth and is often gently perfumed with herbs gathered nearby. Fire, light, and function. The heart of every Manyatta is its central hearth, where cooking happens and warmth is gathered. A small fire burns on a patch of hardened earth, surrounded by flat stones. Above it, a vent hole in the wall allows smoke to curl out slowly, though most of it lingers, giving the walls a darkened, polished sheen over time. There are no glass windows, only small openings to allow light and breeze. The home is divided into simple sections, a sleeping area for parents, a smaller space for children, and a shelf-like nook for storing maize, milk gourds, and cooking tools. And always the roof, made from layers of grass, mud, and cow dung, carefully molded into a dome or sloped shape to let rainwater run off. The Nkang, a circle of homes. A Manyatta does not stand alone. It is usually part of a larger homestead called an Nkang, a circular compound that houses several Manyattas, one for each wife in a polygamous family structure, or for related women and their children. The Nkang is enclosed by a thorny fence, made from branches of the acacia or euphorbia tree. This fence keeps livestock safe from predators at night and marks the sacred boundary of family space. At the center of the Nkang lies the livestock kraal, the animal enclosure, where cows, goats, and sheep are brought in at dusk. To the Maasai, cows are not just animals. They are wealth, history, milk, and song. So the design of the Manyatta and the entire homestead revolves around them. A living tradition. Building. A Manyatta is not a one-time event. Every few years it may need repairs or rebuilding due to weather and time, but that's part of its beauty. It's a home that breathes with the earth, that changes with the seasons, and that grows with the family. When repairs are needed, the women gather again, patching cracks with fresh mud, recoating the walls, and perhaps adding an extension if a new baby has arrived. Children grow up knowing how to build. Girls learn from their mothers. Boys learn how to tend the fence, carve tools, and raise animals. Even in a modernizing world, many Maasai still maintain the rhythm of this architecture. Some mix in new materials, metal sheeting, cement, but the heart of the Manyatta remains the same.